Tender Strands by Martin Dempsey. Chapter 4. Baron Mallinckrodt's narrative of his marvellous travels and his encounters with the moon cattle. It was around the time that I was acting as a spy for the Empire to facilitate the undermining of the colony's attempt to gain their risible independence, as if any collection of swampland with almost no natural resources, and which only needs to object to a tax on tea because they can't grow their damned own, could ever be independent, that I took my first opportunity to ride in one of the Mongolo's engineers. Naturally, I was sure to nod along while I was given what I assumed was the customary lecture about sandbags, venting hot air, avoiding storm clouds, and so forth. But as soon as I was off the ground, my natural desire for adventure overcame me, as it so often does. My co-pilot, however, was a far more conservative fellow, clearly of low birth, so I decided to encourage him to embrace the thrill of life by seeing if he could survive a fall into the river from over 100 feet. The sudden lightening of the machine's basket led the entire contraption to shoot upwards at an accelerated rate. The air thinned, and I found myself quite giddy at the thrill of it all, so I decided to sit down and take a little nap. When I awoke, I found the balloon had made its way to the moon. There I spent quite a while, at least a handful of Earth rises, wandering the dunes and paying careful attention to the activities of the amorphous white cattle that I believe are the native creatures of the lunar service. They live lives of luxury, spending their time copulating, fighting, howling at the earth, and feasting. They were tended to hand on flabby paw by a race of fawn-like little wiry creatures, I believe to be somewhere between a monkey and a goat. I captured a few, not only to feed off and to satisfy my Aphroditic needs, but to interrogate as to the culture of the moon cattle and the moon fawns, and they informed me, under duress admittedly, that the cattle creatures had quite a sophisticated system for acquiring these slaves, which revolved around establishing and propping up a weak leader of the moon forms in their native lands, and encouraging them to capture potential slaves which the moon cattle would then purchase. This innovative and perfectly mutually beneficial means of acquiring a life of luxury stayed with me, even as I acquired enough moon fawn skins to repair my balloon, and enough of their fat to power my lamp, to raise my Montgolfier engine back to the earth, and to return to Earth. Once back on good old terra firma, I did my best to spread these trade insights as a means to facilitate the noble institution of slavery, with what proved to be great effect.